Twelve58 here. Today we're going to get into some rank grind. I'm going to be focusing today on some rental cards. I did rent some amazing legendaries, and so we're going to be fighting some new things, trying some new techniques. We're going to be trying to implement ambush, particularly, and Akane specifically, where possible. So that'll be a bit of the focus today. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Let's get into it. Okay, stun, heavy hitters, little guys. Okay, where are my stuns at? I'm still learning some of the ability distributions within Modern, and so I need to do this often. I got to go search stun within Tarsa, search stun within Fahrenheit. There's two, but one of them is a sneak. What about blue? There's one stunner. What about green? So green's got two stuns, but the thing with the green is one of them is a sneak stunner, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. Or blue. I don't have time for this. I'm going to go Kalia with the Igor. And then we need to... Everybody's got knockout, so I want swiftness if possible. Yeah, we'll bring you. With Little League, I find Shock Trooper with the 5 bomb is pretty darn powerful. I want speed, so I'm going to bring River Nymph. Slow. I really want to overwhelm my opponent. I need to bring, what do I got? This could be interesting, but the problem is it's not going to follow up. These speeds are faster than Igor, so it would be optimal to have somebody who is slower. I might end up regretting that, but let's find out. Okay, so far I'm liking what I got. I'm going to put you out there. I was a little bit rushed, ran out of time because of the intro, but you know, I've got some sustainability here with Chaos Rearguard. The damage, the poison and the magic over here from the Dr. Blight is a problem. He's got the rear stun, which is annoying, but I am going to fire first. As long as we nuke Buddy and move through. Like if we get hung up on Chaos Agent because of that dodge, that's a real problem. We need to get this out of the back line or into the front line, the sooner the better. That's my kind of win condition because frankly, this stunning and just eating my Shock Trooper, which is my main damage dealer, is a big problem. In fact, I think that we probably lose because of that. But then secondarily, the scavenge and obviously the damage and successfulness and power of Dr. Blight is a concern to me. If he procs a poison on turn 1, I'm concerned. I do think we lose. I ultimately think we're going to lose. Unless we just go ahead and nuke the Chaos Agent right away with Shock Trooper. Delete. He does have +1 hit point coming. He has no other strengthens. So he's going to have 5 hit points because of the Fernheart, but I do 5 damage and he has no silence. So as long as we nuke him, and this is my first attack, and I have 1, 2, 3 swiftnesses in play. So we're going to fire first, and I do believe we're going to hit, but he has a 25% chance to avoid me. So let's see. Hitting that is really crucial because we got to move there. That's big. It's by no means over, but just doing what we just did. I got to pause for a second. Doing what we just did had to happen, or between the Uraeus and the Isa Fanged, they would have deleted my Shock Trooper, and this is my win condition. This is my carry card in this one rule set, in this one match. Of course, it's helpful that I have some other damage and whatnot, clearly, obviously. But the carry, if I'm going to win, it's going to be the 5 bomb dropping and deleting. And they would have erased me on turn 1 if, assuming they both hit. And they may have missed because I had 7 speed, but yeah. That Chaos Agent was their greatest chance. If they had even brought a blind... Like a blind would have changed everything. Did they have a blind? Did they have a martyr with a blind? They might have had that one. I just want to quickly see that. Yeah, they had the blind over here. So they had a blind with the dodge. So in fact, it was a 25% chance to dodge, and the blind is a 15%. So there's a 40% chance I was going to miss this, irrespective of the speed. He got, odds were that I was going to hit 60-40, but that was crucial. And probably change the whole match. Okay, so we'll try and get Akane out there if we can. But with this being Fire and Regret being present, and some of my ambushers are archers, that makes me a little reluctant. and we are like, I don't love the lower mana for the Akane for the ambush play, but we're gonna explore it. See, Sultry Barmaid is a really reliable ambush for 5 mana with 3 bomb and the stun, and it's almost worth it even though it's going to kill itself because that stun is so crucial. And we can do something similar to what we just did if we have any in that last round where knockout was included. So now we're getting interesting. So I mean, we could bring Coastal Sentry, and this is risky, but you put Coastal Sentry in the front line with the double strike, make that an Akane ambush, and you'd have, oh no, see the 5 speed on the Sultry Sentry is going to go before the Sultry Barmaid. These are all things I'm trying to. You have to understand turn order. You got to understand, you know, the combos that happen between one ability and another stun with knockout, you know, what's going to happen when there's weaknesses and when there's blinds and when there's flights and, you know, different evasive techniques. I'm almost inclined to go Big Bakjira to give my backline more space. Let's see if that, I need to put a lot more damage on the table. I'm not really effectively using my Akane summoner at this very moment. So we need to bring out, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring out Buddy again. Because Shock Trooper, I find one of the things I'm exploring is how effective Akane can be with these new epics, and Shock Trooper is obviously one of the best in the game with that 5 bomb, even at level 5, not even fully uploaded. I also really like Chaos Adjutant with the poison and the scatter shot. If my opponent brings a taunt, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll persevere. I'm going to persevere and I'll get around it. And I find every round this thing, you know, 50% chance to drop a poison on somebody. I find it's very, very effective. Now I like this card for 3 mana, but I prefer this with the silence because we're not expecting archery and therefore the headwinds is irrelevant. The silence is therefore more important. The triage is actually pretty relevant because Shock Trooper is going to hurt me. I'm expecting my opponent to do a sneak attack, which is the problem, and I'm not at all equipped for a sneak attack at this moment. Oh, I hope the Angelic Mandarin made it to 6 spot. I bet he does sneak. He does water sneak. Oh, okay, he didn't do sneak. But, okay. You know, I think I was obviously really susceptible to a sneak. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we gotta pick our ambush. Ambush monsters. Does he have oppress? I can't think about that right now. Ambush. Drop a poison. Love to see a poison land over here. You know, he's got a blind and he's got 5 speed. He's got slow, swiftness. Battle. Those are my 2 anyways. Irrespective of whether I'm going to land the shots, those are the 2 that I want to ambush more than any. This one I don't want to ambush. I actually just want it here for the silence more than in the triage more than anything else. The damage output is not the important factor. Kai is going to be pretty carry with the True Strike and the 4 damage. He will eat through the Oceanus. Oceanus can't dodge True Strike, and Bakjira is going to be resilient enough. I think we're going to win, because he's going full frontal and Bakjira is actually a beast. Now he does have a little bit of weapon train, but who cares? He doesn't have oppress. He doesn't have affliction. He doesn't have stun. None of the abilities that would allow Bakjira to get eaten through. So unless Halfling Refugee is just allowed to live and just keep hitting me for 5 every round, and then all the others contributing too, I think we may be okay. I want to get through Buddy really quickly, but we are going to because Shock Trooper and the ambush. Can't dodge me on and there's a 4 bomb. We got the poison too. So they poisoned me, they wounded me, they hurt me, but we got through them. All before he even hit me once. And that's exactly what I needed. And of course, you know, my electric damage that I'm going to do from Shock Trooper's debilitation is a problem. And oh, they are getting through the Bakjira. Okay. I actually didn't think they would get through, at least not that quickly. And we're missing everything on the Oceanus. I needed to pull down. I honestly, that Bakjira dying as quickly as it did is a real surprise to me. And I needed the Kai with its True Strike to rip through the Oceanus. And so yeah, we've lost. I want to see like how. Just let me see that Bakjira go down. It's only round 2. or 1 even. 17 hit points. There's no affliction. Yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of damage, but the 4 bomb here doesn't fire. There was a stun there. That was actually, oh, did they stun lock me? And I wasn't even paying attention to it. Because stun lock right there on turn 1, stun from the Dagon Dark Surveyor meant that my Bakjir did not heal itself on turn 1. And that's 5 or 6 hit points. I think it's 5 hit points that I would have had and didn't have. And then in conjunction with the first round poison too, which is another 2 damage that we eat in the first round, again, you know, resulted in me going down in round 2, right? So we're in round 2 and we're down to 6 hit points and we're stunned. No, we didn't stun again, but it's too late. Yeah. 1 heal. Like the turn round 1 stun from Dagon Dark Surveyor, which again is a 50% chance to proc, is the, you know, they had to have that round 1. Now, would I have won if that didn't happen? I'm not certain, because round 2 stun could have been just as crucial, but I think we would have got through the Oceanus, and then I don't know, it's anybody's game. Because we're starting, if we start stunning, start Dagon Dark instead of, and his Oceanus was dodging some of my attacks, so that became more and more relevant. You know, assuming my Bakjir is still standing, and assuming my Kai is still standing, because the Kai was the carry that allowed me to get through the secondary, let's say secondary carry, allowed me to get through the evasiveness from the blind and the speed on the Oceanus. Shock Trooper, Kai. Those are the 2 that were going to win. And maybe to a lesser extent, the Scattershot Poison. I like that build. I do think they got a little bit lucky. But look at that RP differential, hey? 4,100 to 6,300 or 3,600. Okay, let's keep going. Evens. I'm not certain about this with the legendary missing. I think probably we're not doing Akane. Let's look at the big boys. Like, I mean, you can do stuff like this, and yeah. I mean, this could work. I don't love it. What? I'm not certain. You know, we bring him maybe, and then we bring a martyr if we. Oh no, there's no martyrs with even. There's no martyr. Oh, there is. See, if we die, we will die first of all, because either my Kazi Conjurer will burn itself to death and probably spark the Fruz, and then the Vruz procs the Tinderlock. Also, the Vruz could run into Thorns. This is an interesting team, but I don't think this makes much sense. Like, I don't have any tank heal. I don't have any triage. I don't even have a really crazy damage output. Like, we got to look at the alternative over here. Akane with black. What would that do for me? Again, you know, we bring. Oh, see, can we do weapon training? No, not the good one. See, I'm expecting my opponent to do Archimist, so these 5 bombs are irrelevant. I like Dumak Orc on the rear because my opponent does have Night Stalker. You know, I need them to run into that. This is not the play. I'm running out of time. Okay. Yeah, 444. What else we got? What's out there? See, I need some of these, like, there's certain key cards I don't have leveled up, and that'll cost you. The blind could be really helpful. The blind with the silence, because one of my vulnerabilities will be magic. I don't know about this Raven. Yeah, we got to lose that one. That was almost a mistake, because again, I'm expecting my. Who am I going to pick? Yeah, let's see. I'm expecting. Oh, okay, Archimist's backline. I didn't expect that at all. I guess they were just thinking meat shield. What's the play here? Can't attack from back there. Huh. This is concerning maybe, but I have a big meat shield. It's almost like good that the will-o-wisp is there. Oh yeah, who's ambushing? Ambush, and then we probably just want to go ahead and do our best to delete. But hang on to see if protect. He has 1 protect. Do I have any rust? No, I don't. So we got to go boom, boom. The alternative was to consider including the Night Stalker, but what's going to happen is the Night Stalker is going to hit the supply runner if he hits at all. Speed is a question. Nerf, my speed's getting nerfed here. His speed is getting buffed here. He's also got a nerf over here for me. And so there's a good chance the Night Stalker is going to be neutralized by the speed of the supply runner. Second of all, there's going to be a protect from the Archimist Bear, meaning I'm not going to hit in the first round. An ambush is not going to proc and execute against supply runner, nor will it proc and execute against Magi or Revealer. And so there's actually less importance for me to have that going. And I'm really counting on right now. I'm counting on these two to put in work, tramples and halves to work at the right time. This stun is scary. His backline support is concerning to me. And frankly, I have 10 mana points that are just not doing anything, or this at least is not doing anything, and this may not do anything due to evasiveness on my opponent's side. Let's see. And then we half it, and then we'll go again. Oh wow, look at that speed too. If we land the shot, we get trample. Okay, but then he's got dodge and 5 speed. Oh, and if we hit this is huge. That's huge. I think we're still, no, man, we're probably going to be okay now. And the execute. I mean, hitting those supply runner shots, honestly, I'm not convinced we deserved that. He doesn't have a blind, to be fair. He doesn't have a blind. But, man, I feel like Night Stalker misses a lot in my regular play. Look, we got 2 speed. He's got 6. That's a 40% chance to avoid. If he had brought a blind, I mean, frankly, me hitting my shots the way I did worked for me, and otherwise I lose. So we hit shot 1. I must have hit shot 2 and 3. We didn't have to, like, all 3 of them, 3 in a row. I'm happy about it. Yeah, we hit shot 1 and 2 and 3. I'm happy about it, but we definitely did not need to do that. Also, my Will-O-Wisp contribution here as a distraction from the snipe camo that died. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Blast, Enrage, Noxious Fumes. Yeah. You got to check at these levels. You got to see if the buddy has Tofu. And with Tofu being in play, with this mana cap, I say that's, I will expect a Tofu. I'll expect a Tofu with more of a maybe light. Oh yeah, he's got the Grimbarden Smith. He's definitely going to play Grimbarden Smith with Weapon Train because Grimbarden Smith is immune. Noxious Fumes won't be a problem for him. So if I could bring Expose, but I don't know that I have any Expose. Let's see. I do actually have Buddy. What's his name? 80% chance to remove Force Field, Lookout, Reflection Shield, Void, Cleanse, Immunity after 6. But Buddy's going to kill himself. That's the problem. And he's a lot of my mana. I don't know that that's going to be viable. But let's go ahead and check and see. I'm putting Vruzin to die and proc a Martyr. I'm inclined. I want to explore at least. I don't think I can do Kai. No, I need a press. I need a press to try and counter. So we move out and then we go. And you got immunity too. Nice. This is pretty tempting. But you don't have immunity. But it's a huge bomb. I think it's worth it. The extra 2 mana, that's probably worth it. Now we need to put out something. We need to put out hit points in the front to just be a distraction. And the blast damage too. Let's go like that. So mini tank is going to die and redeem during blast, but the fungus will die first, giving me 1 more hit point. Halfling can breathe a little bit while these two come along. Ruz will die from poison or thorns, and I need my exposed to put in work. I bet he has Grimbarden. I bet he does tofu right now. Let's see. Oh, he did go Grimbarden, but he went Avena, and that's pretty nasty too with like a self heal, which I assume he'll do. Where would I put the heal? I mean, the speed, I wouldn't go speed. Okay, well, we want to get some ambushes out there. Yeah, we want to get Buddy. What's going on here? I'm inclined to let Bro go down. Maybe even more than, yeah. I want to get rid of Ruz. I want to proc the buff and the buff. It might have made more sense to go boom boom for the ambush. Let's find out. And he has the amp, so there we go. Now we amp everything up. Oh, that miss is annoying. 2 misses, by the way. 2. Oh, and that third miss. I know he's evasive. I know he's got flight. Come on, let's hit these shots. I think we're already dead because we've missed too many shots, and yeah, that's a big shot though from my level 2 Venka. Yeah, we don't have enough hit points. If we hit all of our shots, we'd probably win that. Frankly, we didn't deserve. You know, you shouldn't hit all your shots when you're going up against a Pelagor Conjurer with 8 speed and flight. Tofu. I don't really anticipate tofu in this context with the little leagues, but then again, 28 mana, I probably would. I am gonna steer clear of melee, unless I have reflection shields, which I do on my blue team. So let's go like reflect. Let's look at reflection shields first. Boom. Just want to see the teams. We got nothing. Blue is the winner thus far. Yeah. What about green? What about dragon? And blue? No. So let's do that then. I didn't check black. Oh, Revealer could be clutch. But who's got the best bloodlust? That's pretty sweet for 3. I don't want to do melee. Okay. That's interesting. I think we're going to go this way, and we're going to go for... I'm a little too heavy on the... I don't love how heavy I am on melee. Even just those 2, I really don't want to bring it, to be honest. And I'm kind of counting on Night Stalker here to put in work. I think we could maybe get away with a kill if we bring out Buddy and Buddy. And then maybe Dampier will go first because of rarity. And I don't know. I don't love that. But I think it's a decent team. Let's give it a shot. Quixodevious was the right play with the speed reduction. Okay, he didn't do a tofu. This is Orella as a nasty one. And for the max Orella too, I don't have a max Orella, and he's got an ambush over here with the Goblano, which is nasty. Dude, they're gonna delete me before I fire. My bloodluster's going down before we fire. And did he bring another speed? He bought 1 slow. Oh, brutal. I think he's gonna nuke me. Like I think I'm losing turn 1. I am done for, dude. But I do have a demoralize over here, which is actually really helpful because it makes the blast damage get less. But he's gone full. He's going nuclear on my back, and my back has no hit points and no evasiveness. I'm done. I'm honestly super happy the True Striker didn't. Oh no, it's over. Wow, I don't have Goblino Soldier. Like, bro has way better cards than me. I mean, the Goblino Soldier max level 10 is super worth it. I do want it, and I will get it one day, but I don't have it. And then over here with the level 8 Orella Abaddon, I have like a level 6 or something with 3 damage output, which 4 is a huge upgrade. And then the Inspire on the Nimble Duke also, by the way. And the Nimble Duke being a solid sneak defense. I mean, I was hooped even from his sneak defense. Like, I wouldn't have got through this thing. 6 speed and the, you know what I mean? Decent hit points, barring luck. And so he had me outplayed, outclassed in every respect. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one more. 24 SPS. 4,600. He's 1,000 RP above me. Oh yeah. Fair match. Dude, come on with this nonsense. 1,000 above me. Okay, so everybody's equal. Lost Magic, Tofu. He's got Eleanor Bravefoot. He's got Vinka the Violet level 4. Wow. Grimbarden Smith at level 8. This is another 4,000 RP'er. Yeah, we're going to take... I can tell you in advance, this is the last match because we're up against the champs. Like, nobody's playing left right now at this hour or something. So I'm going to have to tune back in later on. But let's have some fun and see if we can pull out one win against an account that's just jacked. Equalizer. Okay. So I would definitely play Tofu if I were him, because the triage is huge when you got the extra hit points. Not to mention Thorns is essentially eliminating my melee play. Unless I bring a big reflection shield. So yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll play Cryptic, especially with Magic not being available. No, he's definitely going to play Tofu. So we got to play Magic, or I mean Archery. And it would help to bring some silence. I'm gonna need my own triage. Shut up with these tips. I need to turn off these tips. They're super. I can't keep up with this. I know that it's super helpful to new people. That's not where I'm at. So leave me alone. I'm not even gonna take Rick Loudon on because I don't want him. He's gonna kill himself. I'd be better off with the double striking Dry Bone Raider from the rear with the cripple, and then, you know, I'm inclined to probably I might bring Kazi. For 2 mana, it's just crazy what he does. Now we got to bring out somebody with a good amount of hit points. I don't have any preservation. I don't have any tank heal. I don't have any self heal. I didn't even bring Bro. I mean, I got to bring the ambush with the 5 bomb. And then I think we bring Venari with the amp and the thorns and the void, and he's going to get buffed up with the number of hit points. I just think maybe the triage has got to go. What about tank heal? Oh yeah, we gotta pull out as much as I want. Yeah, I got to do that, which is kind of crazy to me, but I do. Yeah. Boom. So I have 1 triage and 1 tank heal, and he did do Thorns, and he did bring Grimbarden, and he does have the max Venka. Taunting down Venka would be a pretty successful approach here, because this thing is going to be a damage dealer extraordinaire, and he's got the Oppress. That's one of my main concerns. He's got a triage though, a 2nd triage, and a 3rd from the summoner, and so I mean, and they're going to have 14 hit points. So I think I'm hooped, is really the truth. I'd rather put True Strike there because I need those archeries to land, and then I think we put True Strike there. I need my shots to land. If my shots aren't landing, I'm not going to get through. My cripple from my double striking cripple will actually. Oh, he's immune. Does cripple? I actually don't know if cripple. I don't think he's crippleable, which is crazy. I don't think we can. Oh, and a stun too from the Rick Loudon one. I mean, like I said before, I queued up this match. I'm super outclassed here. Like I knew it. I knew what was going on. I knew what was coming into. I said this would be the last match because bro's got all the bells and whistles, right? Like on the page right now, there is like $500, $1,000, you know, 1,400, 1,700, 2,300, $2,400, $2,500 worth of cards, plus I bet an SPS bag. I bet he gets 25 SPS for this, which means he has over 1 million SPS. I mean, we're done. Let's see how big of an account I'm against. I'm gonna guess Antioch is like 4,100. No, I'm gonna say 3,900 RP. $4,400, 800 RP above. Like my last two, look, 25 SPS. Huge SPS bag, huge card collection, perfect selections, you know, no chance. And absolutely, that is by far 100% definitely my last match for the foreseeable future. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Even though I got my ass kicked at the end there, I'm having so much fun with Splinterlands these days. So I hope you are too. If you are, and if you're new to the channel, if you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. We cover Splinterlands all the time. Also, if you're interested in more content from me, members only content is available to people who support the channel. There's actually a community page and a members, you know, support tab, and you can get involved at whatever level you want, and you'll be invited to weekly lives. So check that out if that's interesting. Otherwise, stick around for the next video. Thanks, guys. Have an amazing day. God bless.